Hi folks, so just been doing another set of videos. Like I said, I've got, I don't know, about, I'm not really counting them to be honest, but I'm guessing around about 30 odd videos, maybe a bit less, but some, I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, a good chunk of videos anyway. Like I said, they're really old. And when I say really old, I mean like, you know, what we're talking, anywhere from like 2011 onwards kind of thing. I think up till about 2014-ish. So that shows me how long I've had this camera. This camera I've probably had nearly 3 years then, actually, thinking about it. So I've had this camera about 3 years now. Anyway, like I say, before then I was using that other camera, the one I showed you in the other video. Anyway, so for most of today, I've been editing, I've been putting a video together. Now, some of it's a bit boring, I'll admit, for some people I imagine, and because I'm also conscious of the fact that, like, the way people watch videos today, and I'm kind of the same really, it goes for all of us in a way, is that the way we digest information, entertainment, whatever it is. I mean, you look at movies, you look at films, you look at any kind of media in a sense, it's all little sort of sound bites, it's all quick bits of information, because of the sort of, I guess, the modern age, the way we live, generally speaking, and I mean, I'm generalising obviously, that, you know, we live in such a fast-paced world where, you know, bits of information come and go so fast, and this, that, and the way I think, generally speaking, people watch YouTube videos and whatever, unless it's really, you know, it captures you quickly, it's, you know, I'm conscious of that. I'm conscious of the fact that, like, I need to try and make them a little bit more, there has to be a rhythm, there has to be a bit of a rhythm to it, there has to be a bit of a boom, 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 boom sort of thing, so that, you know, people keep it, you know, the interest is kept and so on. You know, 10 minutes into, or, well, maybe not even that, even, to be quite honest, I mean, like, you know, being over generous there, say, like, I don't know, like, a minute and a half maybe into a video, if a person's interest hasn't been captured initially straight away by that video sort of thing, you know, a lot of people are going to turn it off. You know, it's like, oh, this seems boring, and not watch whatever the next part of the video is going to be. And I'm aware of that, I'm conscious of that. But this video, I could have chopped it down a little bit more. I could have tried to arrange it differently perhaps, and made it a bit more punchier or whatever. But it was kind of like, because it ended up, I mean, I was just originally going to just put it together and post it and whatever, and then it got me thinking, because of the person that's featured in the video, because it's about the Dragon Cafe. I have spoken about the Dragon Cafe before. I'm sure I've got a couple of videos up with it, with the Dragon Cafe. I'm not sure if I've got them with this camera though, can't quite remember. But anyway, the thing is that, again, I don't want to go into a big long spiel, because otherwise, you know what it's going to be like. This video turned into a flipping video just in itself. Anyway, the point is that it ended up, as I was watching the video, as I was doing the editing and stuff, it got me thinking about the person who's kind of featured in the video. And sadly, just recently, I say recently, I think it was either last year or the year before, this person sadly passed on, and she was a lovely, lovely human being. She really was. I thought the world of her. I still do, essentially, but I mean, you know, the thing is that, like, she's a sad loss to the world, I think, personally speaking. A lovely, amazing lady. I can't say enough about her. And as I was watching it, it got me thinking that maybe I should do a sort of like a little tribute video to her, in a sense, do you know what I mean? And so that's kind of what it turned into a little bit, although it's not brilliant. So I'm thinking of doing something, doing another video at some point, not tonight. I'm not, you know, it's getting a bit late now, and like, I'm in the middle of just trying to get another one sorted now, a different video. This is about me and Joann, the next one. Anyway, so, like I said, I'm thinking of doing a sort of tribute video to Sarah Wheeler. That's the person we're talking about, and she's featured in the video I've just uploaded. And so I want to do a bit of a sort of memorial montage. I don't know what do you call these things? I can't. Sometimes words escape me, and I can't. And then later on, the word will pop into my head. And, oh, well, that's the word I wanted. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing after this one. And yeah, so the other thing I wanted to say as well is that, like I say, I'm aware and conscious of the fact that the videos, I'm going to start trying to do them a little bit more punchier, a little bit more, there has to be a bit of a rhythm, do you know what I mean? There has to be this sort of like, you know, you see one thing for a few, you know, 30 seconds, whatever, and then it moves to something else, and maybe back to the other thing, or whatever. You know, so there's a little nice rhythm going on that hopefully captures people's attention, but also holds that attention, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's interesting, and it kind of like, oh, what's going to happen next? And oh, I know, I want to watch what happens. You know, to keep that interest obviously going. So the video I'm doing next is of me and Joann. There's one section of it that is a whole complete video almost in itself. I think. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I think it's about 20 minutes long, but I'm not sure exactly now. But it documents my journey from the Tate Modern with Joann all the way back home to Brixton, and in fact all the way back to the back gate here. Now the thing is, yeah, so it's got to be at least 29 minutes long, I reckon. But that's not including the other little videos, which are ones about a minute and a half. There's another one that's about 30 seconds. So there's like 4 or 5 of these videos, but altogether they'd probably make about a 30-minute video. But now adding this on, because I'm definitely going to put this on to the other video, because basically I want to try to explain to you guys that when I was watching the one back of Sarah, I was watching it and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I don't think this is going to hold people's attention. I don't think people, you know, people are going to watch, you know, especially the first part of the video where the guy's talking. One, the sound quality, like I said before, is really terrible on it. Also, it's really hard to hear what the guy's saying. And I also, again, you know, I'm not trying to say that I'm any better than anybody else or anything like that, but he's not the most interesting speaker. Do you know what I mean? He didn't, you know, I was watching it and I'm thinking, wow, people are going to get, you know, they're going to watch the first minute and a half of this video, and I can imagine people are going to go like, you know, this is a bit boring. Well, I'm not watching the rest of this if this is what it's going to be like. You know, and because obviously I want people to be able to watch my videos, and I want them to be entertained, and I want them to, you know, to hold people's attention, hopefully, especially if it's something that I'm passionate about and something I care about and what have you. And so I'm trying to strike that balance. That's been going on all day. I kid you not, all day long, literally. Sirens going up that road. Sorry, I just find it annoying sometimes, especially when I'm trying to do something like this and, you know, sorry. I mean, I know, you know, at the end of the day they have to do what they have to do, but it's just super annoying. Anyway, right, so after distracting myself, I've just noticed as well the light, the way I'm standing, is casting a big shadow down my nose. It's like this big blob shadow down here. Looks really bad. You see, you can tell that since I found these videos over the last day or two, like I said, I'm a creative person. You've known, I've got my artwork around the house. I paint, well, I have used to. I don't do it so much these days. I've still got lots of painting equipment in there, but I just don't do anything anymore. But nonetheless, I still have a creative spirit. I still have a creative part of me that craves being creative, because I don't know, that's the way I've been made. Do you know what I mean? And it needs an outlet. It needs to be fed, if you like, and I need to feed it. I need to feed that creativity, and so that's why I'm kind of putting it into these videos in a sense. And so it's like I'm when I get into this creative mode, when I get into this creative frame of mind, I do become much more hypercritical of myself and hypercritical of how well am I doing on this, you know what I mean? But that's just the nature of being creative. Anyway, am I making any sense right now? Anyway, so like I said, I've got this other video that I'm trying to put together, but one part is really, really long. There's some interesting parts, there's some parts where it's just us on the train and we're not saying anything. I don't know. So I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to give you a bit of a heads up, just trying to tell you how the land lies, what to expect from some of these videos. I'm hoping that I'm going to make them a bit more punchier, like I say, a little bit more with a bit more of a nice rhythm that keeps things going, rather than be a sort of lull point where it's like becomes a bit slack and a bit boring or whatever, and you kind of lose interest or whatever sort of thing. So I'm trying to keep people's interest in that sense. Right, okay, so I just wanted to do this quick video, and also I just did a video of me and Spot because for whatever reason it felt like the right thing to do, and he was being super affectionate just then, and it was really nice, so I decided to film it. So I'm going to it's only very short, so you get a really, really short video and then you get another long video. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. And as I said, over this weekend I'm going to try and get up as many as I can of this found footage. That's what I'm calling it. It's found footage, but not scary found footage. So I'm gonna start putting more of them up. Might as well use them. They're there. Some of them are fairly interesting. Some are not. Some are funny. I hope you enjoyed the other one, by the way, with the big stepping video. I thought that was really funny. Really enjoyed that, especially when Joann was doing her bit with the mask on. That was quite funny, I thought. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now. And like I said, please subscribe and like, and yeah. So just something else popped into my head very quickly then. But yeah, so I'll leave it there for now, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. And bye for now.